Alrighty. Well, that's just getting everything set up and we'll be ready to go. Everyone's day's going well, week going well, weekend going well. Uh, this is gonna be the last episode I do while I'm 25. As this weekend, I'm turning 26. I'm also gonna be at Browns 49ers on Sunday for my birthday. Rare sight where the Browns play at home on my birthday, so I'm going. I'll also be in Cleveland for Thanksgiving. Um, all right, let's get started. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the podcast. Episode 195. Thank you all so much for the support to this plan. Very much appreciate it. Let's get into it right away. So, today's immaculate grid. Blue Jays, Nationals, born outside the U.S. 50 states of D.C., and then Padres, Pirates, and played shortstop and move one game. Padres, Blue Jays, Padres and Blue Jays. David Wells fits. 8%. Was not expecting it to be that high. Padres, Nationals, Juan Soto obviously fits. Mackenzie Gore fits. CJ Abrams fits. Cameron would not fit. I don't think play for both. Worth, no. Ramos, no. Cano, no. Dozier, no. Work if it's Dodgers, but ain't Dodgers. Padres, Nets. Could go Josh Bell. I'm gonna go with that. 6%. That was also higher than I was expecting, but okay. Blue Jays, Pirates. I could go Jose Bautista. That's one that comes to mind. I could go AJ Burnett. I could go Liriano. I'm actually gonna go Liriano. 3%. Interesting. Pirates, Nationals. I'm gonna go Adam LaRoche. 5%. Okay. Padres born outside 50 states in the U.S. in D.C. in the U.S. Randy Vasquez. 0.2%. Pirates. I could go O'Neal Cruz. That's the one on the current team. I'm going to go Keone Kela. Or it's the other guy. Where's Kela from? Kela's born in the U.S. Huh. Was it Clark? I'm just gonna go Felipe Vasquez then. 0.8. Okay. Blue Jays shortstop move one game. Aaron Hill, any chance fit for that? He does. 0.5%. Total rate scored 224. I'm gonna keep guessing because I want to fill out the full grid. Nationals played shortstop move one game. I imagine Daniel Murphy would not have played a game at shortstop for the Nationals, given that's like the end of his career. Could go Espinoza, but he's probably be a pretty high answer. Dozier, I doubt. How about Asdrubal Cabrera? 3%. Okay. And shortstop. Well, here I'll go. Oh, no, Danny Espinosa's American. I was about to say Danny Espinosa, but that's American. I think Tatis Sr. is an outfielder, if I'm not mistaken. Wrong. Kendrick isn't international. Oh, here's a fun answer. Kike Hernandez, 0.25, 0.2. I will take that. Total Area scored 224. Top answers for each category. Blue Jays, Padres at 15%. Roberto Alomar, I forgot he played for both. Padres, Nationals, 37% as Juan Soto, makes sense. Padres born outside U.S. 50 states and D.C. at 18% as Yu Darvish. Pirates, Blue Jays, 17% as Jose Bautista. Pirates Nationals at 25% is Josh Bell. I'm happy I put him for Nationals Padres, not Nationals Pirates. Pirates born outside the U.S. 50 states and D.C. at 26% is Roberto Clemente. Play shortstop minimum of one game with the Blue Jays, 24% is Bo Bichette. Play shortstop minimum of one game at 30% for the Nationals is Trey Turner. And born outside the U.S. 50 states and D.C. and play shortstop minimum of one game at 6% is Omar Vizquel. So that is immaculate grade. Daily walk-off. Doing the Yankees and Red Sox today. Categories will be the same, just different player options. Categories: franchise top 10 in RBI. He's top 2010's top 10 starters pitching. 2023 top 3 in saves and switch hitters. So Jansen, Wink, and Martin, I believe, will be 2023. Erod, Beckett, Lackey for the pitchers. Sandoval, Nava. Honestly, this might be fully correct. Almost fully correct. Just switch door and Saltalamacchia. I did not know Saltalamacchia was a switch hitter. Would not have thought switch hitter. Huh. And now it's fully correct. So end up with a walk-off double. So full correct answers. Franchise top 10 in RBIs. Dwight Evans, Ted Williams, Bobby Dorr. 2010's top 10 starts. John Lackey, Josh Beckett, Eduardo Rodriguez. 2023 top 3 in saves. Kenley Jansen, Josh Winkowski, and Chris Martin. Switch hits, Pablo Sandoval, Daniel Nava, Jared Saltalamacchia. And then Yankees, same categories, just different players. Wandy Peralta, Neil Walker, Yogi Berra, Mike King, Clay Holmes, Chase Headley, Bernie Williams, Luis Severino, Roki Kuroda, CC Sabathia, Aaron Hicks, Mickey Mantle. I could already figure out the pitching. So Wandy, Holmes, and King are going to be 2023 saves. Kuroda, Sabathia, and Severino are going to be starts. Headley, and I think this is actually fully correct. Almost except Switch Mantle and fully correct. So another walk-off double. So full correct answers. Franchise top 10 in RBI. 2010's top 10 starts. Luis Severino, CC Sabathia, Roki Kuroda. 2023 top saves, Wandy Peralta, Clay Holmes, Mike King, and then switch hitters, Chase Headley, Aaron Hicks, and Neil Walker. So that is it for Daily Walk-Off. And now we can get into the main stuff. So college football, have a note from one of the games and mostly just going over the upsets. Upsets-wise, Pitt beat number 16, Georgia Tech, 42-28. Number 21, Illinois fell to Wisconsin, 27-10. And TCU beat number 23, Houston, 17-14. And then I have a note from this week from Notre Dame's win over Syracuse, where they had 329 rushing yards on 24 carries, which is fewest rushes in a game while having 300-plus rush yards by any FBS team over the last 30 seasons. That is it for the last week's recap. And as for the rankings from last night, I actually almost ended up going live doing the episode last night, but it just worked out better today because I was home yesterday and I had no class, but it just worked out better today. So ranking starting from the bottom, the teams have dropped out. Louisville, who was originally 20, is out. Iowa, who's originally 21, is out. Pitt, who's originally 22, is out. I just realized something. South Florida, who was originally 24, is out, and Cincinnati, who was originally 25, is out. So, new rankings. Number 25, newly ranked Arizona State. Number 24, newly ranked Tulane. Number 23, newly ranked Houston. Number 22, newly ranked Missouri. Number 21, newly ranked Illinois. Number 20, moving up from 23, is Tennessee. After 20, Tennessee. Still number 19 is... Oh, no, wait. This is not up to date. I don't think that's up to date. Yeah. I forget I still have to do that every time. Restart. So teams dropped out this week. Number 21. Number 21, Illinois is out. Number 22, Missouri is out. Number 23, Houston is out. Number 25, newly ranked, is Arizona. Number 24, still 24, is Tulane. Number 23, moving down from 16, is Georgia Tech. Number 22, newly ranked, is Pitt. Number 21, newly ranked, is SMU. Number 20, moving up from 25, is Arizona State. Number 19, moving up from 20, is Tennessee. Number 18, moving up from 19, is Virginia. Number 17, moving down from 14, is USC. I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah. Number 16, moving up from 17, is Texas. Number 15, moving up from 18, is Michigan. Number 14, still number 14, is Vanderbilt. Number 13, moving down from 12, is Utah. Number 12, moving up from 13, is Miami. Still number 11 is BYU. Still number 10 is Alabama. Still number 9 is Notre Dame. Still number 8 is Oklahoma. Ole Miss moving down from 6 to 7. Oregon moving up from 7 to 6. Texas still number 5. Georgia is still number 4. Texas A&M still number 3. Indiana still number 2. And Ohio State and still number 1. But this is a big rivalry week, of course. And with that, the key games to look out for this week. Well, there's games Friday to look out for and Saturday games to look out for. Here we go. For the Friday games, Georgia at number 4, Georgia visiting number 23, Georgia Tech 3:30 on ABC. Number 3, Texas A&M visiting number 16, Texas 7:30 on AC. And number 25, Arizona visiting number 20, Arizona State number not at 9 p.m. on Fox. And as for the Saturday games, Ohio State against Michigan, number 1 against number 15, 12 p.m. on Fox. Number 12, Miami at number 22, Pitt, 12 p.m. on ABC. And number 14, Vanderbilt against number 19, Tennessee, 3:30 on ESPN. And that's it for college football-wise. NFL-wise, we have some notes from a few games this week. Texans beat the Bills 23-19, though it wasn't as close as the score portrays it. Texans were the first team to have 2 players with 2+ sacks against the reigning MVP and another with 2+ interceptions against him in the same game since 1982. Will Anderson had 2.5 sacks. Daniel Hunter had 2 sacks, and Kalen Bullock had 2 picks. Josh Allen's the first QB in NFL, his first NFL QB to account for 6+ passes and touchdowns combined 1 week, then 0 the next week, since Tommy Kramer for the Minnesota Vikings in 1986, where he had 6 passing touchdowns in week 4. September 28th against hosting the Green Bay Packers, and then 0 touchdowns at the Chicago Bears the following week in week 5 on October 5th. Browns beat the Raiders 24-10. First time Browns QB in first time Cleveland won in QB's first career start since Eric Zaire in week 9 of 1995 in a 29-26 win in overtime over the Cincinnati Bengals at the Cincinnati Bengals 17 years starts ago. A 17 start losing streak, 17 games losing streak of that mark. Myles Garrett's 3 sacks makes him have more sacks over his last 4 games, 13, than any other player in NFL history had over any 5-game span since 1982. And then Rams beat the Buccaneers 34-7. Rams have had this season NFL leader in passing touchdowns, Stafford 30, receiving touchdowns, Devontae Adams 12, receptions, Puka Nacua tied with 80, and defense 16.3 points per game. They would be the first team to have all 4 in the same to lead in all 4 in the same season. That is it for the week 12 recap predictions record. I went 11-3 overall. I'm 117-59-1. Standings update. Just give me a moment. In the AFC East, the Patriots in first place at 10-2. Holy cow, they're 10-2. Wow. Followed by the Bills at 7-4, followed by the 4-7 Jets, followed by the 2 Dolphins, followed by the 2-9 Jets. In the AFC North, the Ravens and Steelers tied for first place at 6-5, followed by a 2-8 tie for third place between the Bengals and the Browns at 3-8. In the AFC South, the Colts in first place at 8-3, followed by the 7-4 Jaguars, followed by the 6-5 Texans, followed by the 1-10 Titans. In the AFC West, the Broncos in first place at 9-2, followed by the 7-4 Chargers, followed by the 6-5 Chiefs, followed by the 2-9 Raiders. In the NFC East, the Eagles in first place at 8-3, followed by the 5-3 Cowboys, followed by the 3-8 Commanders, followed by the officially eliminated from the playoffs 2-10 Giants. And the NFC South, North, the Bears in first place at 8-3, followed by the 7-3-1 Packers, 5-5-1 Cowboys, by the way, followed by the 7-4 Lions, followed by the 4-7 Vikings. In the NFC South, the Buccaneers in first place at 6-5, followed by the 6-6 Panthers, followed by the 4-7 Falcons, followed by the 2-9 Saints. In the NFC West, the Rams in first place at 9-2, followed by the 8-3 Seahawks, followed by the 8-4 49ers, followed by the 3-8. And week 13 predictions. Thanksgiving games. Packers at Lions 1 p.m. on Fox. I have the Lions. Chiefs at Cowboys 4:30 on CBS/Paramount Plus. I have the Chiefs. Bengals at Ravens 8:20 on NBC/Peacock. I have the Ravens. And then Black Friday game. Bears at Eagles 3 p.m. on Amazon Prime Video. I have the Eagles. Sunday, 49ers at Browns 1 p.m. on CBS. I have the 49ers. Jaguars at Titans 1 p.m. on CBS. I have the Jaguars. Texans at Colts 1 p.m. on TBS of the Colts. Saints at Dolphins at 1 p.m. on Fox. I have the Dolphins. Falcons at Jets 1 p.m. on Fox. I have the Falcons. Cardinals at Buccaneers 1 p.m. on Fox. I have the Cardinals, which is because Baker might not even be playing this week given his injury last week. Rams at Panthers 1 p.m. on Fox. I have the Rams. I might change that depending on his status, but we'll see. Vikings at Seahawks 4:05 on Fox. I have the Seahawks. Bills at Steelers 4:25 on CBS. I have the Bills. Raiders at Chargers 4:25 on CBS. I have the Chargers. Sunday Night Football. Broncos at Commanders. I have the Broncos. And Monday Night Football, Giants at Patriots. I have the Patriots. And that's it for this week's episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you're new to YouTube, leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you guys wish to invite when I will have an posted video. If you're new to audio, follow the podcast, leave a review, hit notification so invite when I post on there. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I will see you next week's episode 196. Bye-bye.